and welcome into the Sporting Pod. Along with Mauricio Ruiz and Tony Allegretti and Emerson Burris, I'm Cole Pepper. Today on the pod, it's Matchweek. For the first time ever, Sporting Jacks plays in front of fans. What we want to see Saturday against Hibernian FC women, and what you should expect when you go to the match. We are fed by the Bearded Pig, locally owned and operated with the original location in San Marco. Make sure you swing by the Bearded Pig for great barbecue and great times. It's back, and Tony is as well. Okay, guys, this is exciting. We've got a match. We've got a home match.
Oh, my God.
We've got a home match with people in the stands. We've got, as of Wednesday, it was announced, over 7,000 tickets sold.
Jeez.
That's great.
I mean, here we go.
Yeah.
I've had butterflies in my stomach all week.
Emerson
so
started
excited.
preparing for her sideline reporting
Yes.
last week, and I will admit, I saw a little extra pep in her step
Yeah.
in the office this
Yeah.
week.
I'm excited. I'm excited to share the stories that we've been talking about and some secret stories that are going to come out. I'm excited.
Some secrets, Tony.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Yes. It's just been so amazing. What a run. Like, how old's this podcast?
We've been doing this podcast since 1907.
And,
That was before I was born.
oh, jeez.
If
That's
it was,
crazy.
if it was not before everybody listening to this was born, please let me know, because that would have been 118 years ago.
Mm.
But here we are, and Mao.
It's not as old as Hibbs.
Not as old as Hibbs, 1875, but Mao, here we are. We've talked about firsts a lot here on this podcast. This is one of the biggest.
It is, and the Portuguese mail is known to be a little bit late, and so I'm still waiting for my plane ticket to arrive or my game ticket to arrive. If not, I just may have to be a game day decision because I am just flooring with jealousy right here. Everything that I'm seeing and everything that I'm talking to you guys about, we've kind of have this big build up to just to present the team in front of the fans. There's been a couple preseason games, which have been great for team cohesion and learning who they are. But, getting that first walk out in front of the fans and getting fans to see fans wearing the jersey and being at the match. I mean, I'm gonna need a live cam, like a Mao live auto cam that I can just tell people to turn left and right because I don't want to miss a thing, and unfortunately I'm going to, but I will definitely be living vicariously through all of you guys.
I'm happy to do that for you, Mal. I'll WhatsApp you when the match gets started.
Get
a
a chest cam set up.
Oh yeah, like the cops.
Yeah,
like
a body cam.
Yeah, body cam.
Now, by the way, it'll be what, midnight when we kick off at 7 p.m. on Saturday Eastern Time? Midnight where you are?
Well, and you did say it's going to be streamed, correctly?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Multiple options on that.
Yeah, we'll have some more announcements on that soon. Those announcements may have already come out by the time you're listening to this podcast, but we have some exciting things going on there as well. But let me just give everybody a little bit of a peek behind the curtain as to what's happened here over the last week or so. Last Friday, we had a little fan fest kickoff party downtown Jacksonville, James Weldon Johnson Park. Hundreds of fans were there with a lot of kids, a lot of families. I've told this story on the radio and elsewhere. But, my daughter is 5 years old, and she went around, as a lot of kids did, got the team poster and got all the players to sign it. And by the time she got back around with all of them, she looked at me, she said, "Dad, I like hanging out with the soccer girls."
Aw.
And so
sweet.
a fan is born. I would expect, and Emerson, you talked to a lot of young fans there as well.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to talk to some kids that have played before. If you tune into the Sporting Jacks report, you'll hear about Braden getting kicked in the face with a soccer ball, but that has not stopped him from loving the game. But yeah, that's what my youth soccer spotlight is on this week, and it was fun to see the players interact with all the kids, getting autographs, and just going around and talking to everyone. It was awesome.
Yeah, and Tony, that's what it's all about, is developing that fan base for the future.
It really is. And so just like your daughter, my friend Kat and James also got autographs, and Kat works downtown, so she immediately, to keep her all completely signed poster safe, she took it back to her office, which is like immediately.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was
Collector's
awesome.
item.
Yeah, I mean, I got goosebumps kind of thinking about how meaningful that was for her, but all everybody that came out to that. But again, it pales in comparison to what we're going to see on Saturday.
No doubt. All right, then on when was it? Tuesday, the club was down in Gainesville for a closed-door friendly. Weather and other factors, first practice for UF, truncated a little bit, but got some good work down there. And then the following day, Wednesday, I'm trying to keep my days straight here, a press conference at the Visit Jacksonville offices downtown that included the manager of Hibs, Grant Scott, and the captain, Rachel Boyle. Want to hear a little bit from them here. Let's start with Grant Scott. Took the Hibs to the championship last year in the Scottish Women's Premier League, and this time around, they're getting set for a season that will include the Women's Champions League. But maybe their biggest obstacle right now, quite frankly, is the Jacksonville weather.
I was just going to say the heat. I've been following their Instagram and everything that they've been doing since they've been in town, and they did a quick little social media questionnaire thing, and one of them was who is most likely to live in Florida. And they all said the same girl because I guess she vacations here and she likes to be tan.
There you go. Let's hear from Grant Scott and his comments on Wednesday at the press conference, getting ready for the matchup with Sporting Jacks.
A lot of our work this week has been adjusting to the conditions and the heat. So we'll train another couple of times now before the match, but very much using this as a preparation for our own season ahead, similar to Stacey. But yeah, we'll be ready come Saturday and looking forward to it.
By the way, I talked with Grant a little bit. I'll be speaking with him more in terms of preparation for the broadcast. And the captain, Rachel Boyle, was just exactly what you want a professional footballer to be. She's from a kind of a power couple in Hibs. Her husband also plays on the men's side. And one of the things that she talked about was the significance of this game, how it would impact Hibs' preseason preparations, and knowing what kind of crowd was expected. She's looking forward to seeing what it's all about.
I hope it helps the club get up and running on a good note. To see the amount of tickets that have been sold already is incredible. We don't really have that much support back in Scotland for women's sports as you guys do here. So I think it's incredible to see that he's managed to build it from the ground up, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the team compete, and it's a team that I'll certainly keep an eye on throughout the season to see how they do.
Might have found a Sporting Jacks fan in Rachel Boyle, and maybe there'll be more. We'll see how things play out. But nice to be making those, building those bridges. Tony, one of the things I thought about is I'm going to be very curious to hear what the sentiment is from the Hibs players after the game and after they've had a chance to kind of absorb, and how their perceptions of American soccer and Sporting Jacks and Jacksonville have changed over the course of the week that they will have been here.
Yeah, we'll be super interested in hearing that as well. And I know one of the golden threads of that conversation is going to be the heat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, and hopefully it won't be as murderously hot as they're training right now, like literally as we speak, but at night on Saturday, I'm really hoping we get a little bit of
I looked this
breeze.
morning.
All right.
It said at 7 o'clock it was going to be 85.
Okay.
So I think that'll feel pretty good.
It will feel pretty good for you and I. If you're living in Edinburgh, maybe not so much. But, of course, we'll hope that the rains stay away as well and all that. We know what can happen this time of year. So let me just transition into this question for everybody. And, Mauricio, I'll start with you. What do you want to see on Saturday?
I think the first thing that you want to come out of preseason having a bit of an identity. You want to know where the team stands from an identity, mentality, toughness standpoint. Or you hope that people know that the whole product won't really be put together in such a short span. But you do want to start seeing the identity of the team, the competitiveness that it has. And it starts forming a bit of a personality between players But if you can come out of that game knowing that we were a greedy team, an entertaining team, an attractive team to watch, whatever that case might be, how you label, there should be some consistency. If you're asked 100 people there at the game or 7,000 people there at the game, you would want that at least 80% have similar answers, right? That those kind of key words. And that's what identity looks like, that it's easy to detect. And that's what you hope to come out of this, at least first game, for the team themselves and for the fan base.
Tony, how about you? What do you want to see on Saturday?
Yeah, Mauricio took a lot of good ones there.
It can be soccer or otherwise.
Here's the deal, and I'm just going to say it. We're probably not supposed to win this one.
Probably,
right?
Yeah.
So this is again, these women are going to, they're playing in Europe. That's the goal if you're a European club is to make it to the tournament. I think show that resolve, play well, have some possession. Maybe it's a little bit. I mean, we've only been training camp for a week, 2 weeks, and so I don't think it's a huge advantage with to adapt to the heat, but probably a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So like Mauricio said, grit it out, play well. Try not to make disastrous mistakes if we can do it. But it's preseason, so be yourself and play loose.
Emerson,
they took all my stuff.
I know, it's like super hard.
I hope to see just the community of Jacksonville come together. I hope to see lots of kids. And at the kickoff party, I talked to some of the players and they were just like, dream big because this can be you one day. And I hope that we get to see that in fruition. I mean, I hope we win. That's always the goal, is to win and get some good goals on the board. And yeah,
I don't even care what the final score is, to be quite honest. It's preseason.
Yeah.
And I will say, because Emerson and I are two of the few who have seen both of the closed-door preseason matches, I want to see progress. I'm sure that's part of what Stacey Balaam and head of soccer Mark Warburton and the rest of the staff would probably say, but I want to see progress. Part of that progress is the final third, and I want to see some good moments. I want to see some things happen that are visually memorable, and that could be a great goal, a big save, a great challenge, a great run, the supporters group,
It's gonna
the
be
stands
rowdy.
being filled,
Yeah.
Cold beer.
I won't be able to partake until after the game. I want to see kids enjoying this. I want to see fans wearing the gear. I want to see all the color and pageantry that draws people to the game, and then I want to see the moments on the field that keep people coming back. And that's really what I think I want to see in this matchup coming up on Saturday. We will remind you that season tickets are on sale for the Super League 25-26 season. Season tickets start as low as $10 per game for students. There are options for reserve, club, premium, and field side seating also available. Join the movement by securing your 2025-2026 season tickets today. Go to sportingjacks.com or call 904-863-KICK for more. All right. Now, this is a bit of an informational segment. The last was a bit opinion-based, but there's some things that what fans should expect. And I want to go through some of these things. If anybody wants to chime in, feel free here. But let me just first give the match timeline. That's important for everybody for the first one out there. The parking will open at 4 o'clock on Saturday at UNF.
PM.
That's right. Yes. Thank you for that.
I know we got some people.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Please be sure that you have parking reserved ahead of time on SeatGeek. That is something that you'll need. I think you can also go to sportingjacks.com/getparking and go from there. You cannot reserve parking in person at the stadium. I'm going to say that one more time because parking is as important as the ticket. You cannot reserve parking in person at the time. So reserve ahead of time to make sure that you are ready to park.
And most people have a direct contact with us, have a sales rep or a ticket rep.
Yes.
So if you have any questions or there's something that you don't call them. let's make sure our communication's there so that we, on Saturday we don't miss you.
Yeah. So after you park, you can come to the stadium and be outside the stadium, where we will have a fan fest going on right outside the stadium. The gates to the stadium open at 5:30. Mobile tickets only. Don't bring printed tickets. Don't try to print your tickets off. If you have tickets that have been printed by the club, fine.
Yeah.
But if you don't try to print your tickets off of your StubHub account.
Got it. Yeah.
Bring it on your StubHub. Oh, sorry, StubHub.
Jeez.
SeatGeek.
Oh my God.
SeatGeek.
Yo.
Don't try to print it off of StubHub either. Your SeatGeek account.
There probably will be someone that got it on StubHub, right?
Probably a secondary market.
Yeah, because you can resell it.
Could happen.
Yeah, don't print your ticket.
Yeah. Bring it on your smartphone, digital ticket.
That's so 2007, guys. Nobody
What
prints
happened to-
stuff anymore.
Listen,
Come on.
Emerson, if you
you're
don't
in here
mind,
legit.
I will be going to MapQuest to make sure I have the best possible way. Then I'll print that out.
Oh, that's why my plane ticket hasn't arrived. I'm
Yes.
waiting for the email.
we still
I'm
need
waiting
to-
for a paper ticket.
We need to get the crayons and color it in for you.
I gotta
yeah.
check this box. I heard there's an
There-
email.
There's
box thing.
more Morse code. You'll want to check your Telegram.
We sent Pony Express, but the water became an issue. All right, listen. If you have any issues, call 904-863-KICK, and they can help you from there. The other thing you should know, there is a clear bag policy at UNF. 12 by 6 by 12 inches. You can have a clear bag or smaller. Gallon Ziploc bag works too. Refer to UNF's clear bag policy for all the details. And I'm not going to be able to give you a full accounting of this, but it is online. And the gist of it is, there are prohibitive items that you cannot bring in. No outside beverages, including alcohol. No weapons or toy replicas. No bullhorns. No smoking or vaping. So there are all these things. No animals except service animals with proper paperwork. So just check out the UNF clear bag policy if you have any questions.
I'm dying to ask about Vuvuzuelas, but I'm pretty sure. I'm really hoping that no one has those anymore.
It says no.
That's a 2008.
I remember
thing
that
to-
growing up.
okay,
Those were
yeah.
awesome.
So it says no artificial noisemakers of any kind. But
Those are kind of organic.
We'll
All
see.
right, yeah.
I will also point out to everybody, this is the first game in front of fans for the team. It's the first game in front of fans for the broadcasters. It's the first game, not ever, but with this team.
Yeah.
The first game in front of fans for the security staff, for the ticket staff, for concessions.
Don't scare them.
This will be the best Sporting Jacks game we have ever put on, and with any luck, it will become the worst because we'll only get better from here.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Awesome.
Do your worst.
Do your worst. All right, if you want to get the very latest on what's happening with Sporting Jacks, go to Sporting Jacks, the Sporting Jacks Report, 12:30s on Saturdays on NBC 12 for the most part. Moves around a little bit here in the offseason for the Premier League. Every Tuesday night at 6, it's the Coaches Show on 1010XL with Mark Warburton and Stacey Balaam joining me. And we have a player in as well. This past week, it was Jesse Hunt, who, among other things, part of this, we try to learn more about the player. We learned that Jessie had never had a baked potato till recently.
Really?
Yes. She didn't really know what to do with a baked potato bar.
Where's she from?
She's from Minnesota. She grew up with Sophia Bowman.
I know they have potatoes in Minnesota.
They do, and then she played at Wisconsin, then at Northeastern for the bulk of her career. It was crazy. She just had never had one. Her
Did
parents
she like it?
said it was fine. Now I will say she's also
what do they call them in the UK? Like jackets or something?
Oh my gosh. I made one last summer and you put like these beans on it. It was all over my TikTok. So good.
Yeah.
Jacket
All right.
potato.
plug for Emerson's TikTok, as if it needs help, by the way. So all that. All right. And then the Sporting Jack Soccer Hour every Thursday night at 6 on AM 930 Fox Sports Radio Jacksonville. Mauricio, Becky Burley, Emerson, and I break it all down. So we have come to this point in the podcast where Tony breaks format.
Ooh, Perfect. All right. So at the press conference, you may have noticed that Michael Corrigan, head of Visit Jacks, who's sponsor of this match, you did the proclamation, right? But he edited out like what I think are the most important parts, which is the heraldry and we're close to the end of the pod, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, okay, so this is where if you are falling asleep, this is where I'll put you out. But
this is the proclamation from the mayor's office.
Exactly. And so I wanted it because it's kind of amazing. So proclamation, a new day. Whereas on August 2nd, 2025, Jacksonville will celebrate a major milestone in our city's sports history as Sporting Jacks, the city's first professional women's soccer team, takes the field for its inaugural match. And whereas this historic game will take place at Hodges Stadium as part of the International Women's Soccer Series and will mark Sporting Jacks' debut against the reigning Scottish Women's Premier League champions, Hibernian FC Women, and whereas founded in 1875 in Edinburgh, Scotland, Hibernian FC Women, affectionately known as Hibs, celebrates its 150th year anniversary, carrying with it a legacy of excellence, sportsmanship, and global recognition in the world of football. And whereas Hibernian FC Women will spend a week-long preseason training camp in Jacksonville, strengthening international ties and promoting women's sports on both sides of the Atlantic. And whereas this match also serves as a tribute to the late Ron Gordon, a visionary leader who helped bring Sporting Jacks to life and played a vital role in revitalizing Hibernian FC. And whereas the city of Jacksonville is proud to welcome Hibernian FC Women to our community and to be the stage for this meaningful and historic competition. Now, therefore, I, Donna Deegan, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of Jacksonville, Florida, do hereby proclaim August 2nd, 2025 as Hibernian FC Women Day in Jacksonville and encourage all residents to join in celebration of this international moment in women's sports history and witness thereof the second day of August in the year 2025. Donna Deegan, Mayor. So
a proclamation.
Yes. Thank you for letting me do that. I just feel like if the mayor says you should go, you should go.
I agree. And by the way, one other note, a little behind the scenes on the press conference. On the wall, just to the right of the front door, the Visit Jacks office, there in the lobby, there is a map of the world. This world, Earth.
Yeah, Earth. Yeah, our close world.
Earth 1. Yeah. I don't, not Earth 2, I don't believe. And there are pins stuck in different places where people have visited from. Rachel Boyle, the captain of Hibs, took her pin and put it in Edinburgh.
That's cool.
So there is now a pin representing Hibs.
I saw the photo of that. Were there other Edinburgh pins, maybe?
That was the only one.
Oh, okay.
That was the only one.
See,
so
we're doing things here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Guys, I can't wait for it. Mal will get you a good body cam link so you can follow along.
Yes, please do.
I'll send my private jet, Mal. I got you taken care of.
You be holding out on us?
Yes, Ari. I'll get it to you tomorrow.
I'll be waiting.
All right. We're next week on this pod, we will be talking about a real game, a real preseason friendly, but a real game nonetheless. All right. For Tony Allegretti, for Emerson Burris, for Mauricio Ruiz, and our friends here at the Gemstone Media Studios, I'm Cole Pepper. Thanks so much for listening to The Sporting Pod.